What up, gang? How you guys doing tonight? What's going on, Armani? Zach? Jeremiah? What is going on, gang? T-Bot? What up, man? Pete? Elite? What is going on, brothers? What is going on? Just setting up all my screens right now. I got the FF indicator up. I got my trader stat stuff up. As always, there you go. My last screen. There you go. We're all set up now. Yacht, what's going on, man? Enzo, Partik. Anyone catch this short, man? There's a pretty solid short trade here. Hold on. Hold on. My kids are calling me at the moment. Turn it off. Did you? Okay, bedtime, guys. Looks maxing tonight? What does that mean? Nice, T-Bot. Yeah, I got my piece of the short already on the N cube. Good evening, Preppy. What's going on, man? What up, what up? Yeah, man, we ranged there for a while on the NQ, man. This range was pretty brutal. But mind you, though, I mean, anyone who was trading this, you could have traded this range over and over again like a scalper. Jello Mango. Man, I dig the name, man. Clavicular terms. Yeah, it was. It was. It was absolutely that long range, gang. What's up, SENG? 09 Investor, what up? Vins, hello, hello. Renati, good to see you, man. Hope you guys are doing good. I need to start building up some evals here soon, man. I don't have a lot of fundeds. I only got like 4 left. Haven't had time to trade anymore, but I really need to start building up otherwise. Once I run out of fundeds, I'm just going to be in the eval stage the whole time. What's going on, MOT? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, that range was brutal. I mean, I think anyone trying to play that continuation was rough, man. Trade Watt, what up, man? Christian, got your first payout on Lucid. Congratulations, man. Freaking awesome. Congrats. Contrad, what's up, man? Good morning. Nikki, what's up? What's the tea of the night, man? I got some matcha, actually. I'm actually very caffeinated today. It's been a very much longer than usual. I've had a very long 24 hours, and then tomorrow's gonna be another long 24 hours. So I'm actually on my 3rd cup of caffeine. I had a cup of coffee this morning, a cup of matcha, and now I have 1 more cup of matcha in my fridge. First time here. Cool, man. Thanks for tuning in, MOT. I will go through the chart review actually in about 9 minutes here. So MOT, since this is your first time here, I usually let the first 15-minute roll in. I kind of greet everyone. We kind of chat, shoot the shits a little bit here. And then I will go through our chart review as soon as we hit 10:15. I'm going to go over the NQ, and I'm going to go over gold. And I'm going to talk about trades that I've taken, trades that I'm looking for today, and then even touching on things that we may have had coming into the stream as well. So we'll chat on that in a bit. That's killer, Christian. That's killer. I mean, it's not every day you're going to be able to catch something like that, right? But that's amazing, man. Oh, Zach, if you're looking at my Globex is down there. It's at the bottom. My Globex is at the bottom, brother. Do you think I'm off? Am I off? No. Should be it. That's Globex. Oh, yeah. That's the old one. I always keep my old spots on the chart just so that when I do these chart reviews with you guys, I can go through all the details. But I did catch a short on gold, though. That was pretty solid. Not gold, sorry. I don't know why I said gold. I caught the short on NQ. That gold trade I took on last stream, though, man, that took for freaking ever, guys. I ended up hitting my target. I don't know if you guys, like, not all you guys following me on Instagram, but I did share it, like, hours later. I think I entered that short trade with you guys at, like, an hour before the London Open, and I hit target literally 3 hours later. It took forever, but I hit it, though. But the trade thesis held intact. The trade thesis held intact, right? If you guys remember what I said, I was looking for us to hold beneath Globex, and as long as we held beneath, my trade was intact, and we did. Love ya. Globex is the futures opening print when the market opens up every day, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Aw, man, you got roughed up by FOMC, eh? That's rough. I'm just gonna grab my drink and I'm just gonna get my kids settled here. Give me a second, okay? I'll be right back, guys. But I will be doing the chart review in about 6 minutes here, guys. What's up, ADHD? The OGs remember me as Uchiha. Aya, go to bed. Come on. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, your kids, yeah. Well, we had close friends over at our place today, and just celebrating someone's birthday. So kids were up a little late today. So usually by now they're in bed, but they're just heading to bed right now. Today was a bluff day. MOT, did you trade the New York session today? Yeah, man. FOMC days, man. I mean, more often than not, they're not that great. Like, you might get those like odd days where like FOMC can be a little smooth. But most of the time, FOMC is just a bag of cats. Like, it's just not worth trading. Like, if you were to, that's kind of one of those moments where you have to acknowledge it well enough to know that, hey, you know what? I should probably size down because it's not going to work out well. Yeah, I think Jake had a rough day today too, man. Like, I think he said what he took 3 L's today, and he kind of just called it. Which, I mean, like, I don't blame him, man. Today's price action was rough. It was rough. I'm just gonna turn off the lights here. I'll be right back. Actually, it's too bright in here.
Trace the sky so wide, searching for a place to hide. The sun melts slow into the sea.
Hey Dara, was that question for me or was that for the chat? I don't follow that stuff much, to be perfectly honest. Like, as much as I would love to be able to hop on my brother's stream, I'm not able to, just because I am quite literally in meetings all day long. The only stream that I sometimes can tune into is Ron's, and that's because that's usually when I'm at my desk. Yeah, learning. To be honest, that was probably the right call, man. With the amount of ping-ponging we were going back and forth, you could have totally traded the range. Colin, sorry, is that do you like the music or do you not like the music? What does that mean? On NQ, if we're looking for reversal up to the zone. Are you talking about this channel right here? I mean, this was the ranging area for a little while, so obviously we're going to get a little bit of resistance, which I think makes sense. On the FF indicator, we're also at the 5-minute trigger line here. Right here. Which is where we're rejecting right now. I don't know if we're going to get follow-through on this rejection, to be perfectly honest, though. I'm only saying that because of how strong we closed that last candle there earlier, the 15-minute. Let's see if we could close beneath the VWAP. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know if was he trading NQ? I didn't get a chance to log into his stream. I mean, that was a beautiful long though, man. Like, look at that. And then we just ranged. If you caught the long, that's amazing. Otherwise, you just got ranged up. Hey, what's up, Jad? Good to see you in here again. I remember you from yesterday. Gang, gang, Devin. What's going on, man? $10:14 in about a minute here. We'll do the chart review, gang. Drop a thumbs up on the stream, guys, if you guys don't remember that. Helps a lot, guys. Helps a lot. Doesn't cost you anything, but makes a great deal for us. Geo, brother, what up? Jazza, hello, hello. Aladdin, yo, 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 what is going on? Oh, yeah, earlier you were asking what my tea, Nikki. I think, Nikki, was it you that asked me about the tea? This is the drink of the day today. This is the Matcha Tea Lab. If you're ever in Vancouver, this is the new place that's opened up in Crystal Mall, just outside. My 3rd cup of the day, man. I am, like, wired. Jag, I do my best, man. I do my best. Felipe, man. It's all good. You're forgiven, brother. Yeah, you know, honestly, matcha's not for everyone. And I will say, though, like, I like tea, but matcha actually isn't the thing that hits the top of the list for me. If I had to pick between, like, matcha and hojicha, I actually enjoy hojicha more than matcha. And hojicha actually has less caffeine. So just from, like, a health perspective, hojicha is actually better than matcha. Good evening, Jay Sullivan. Yeah, man, the hustle's real, man. 12, 14 hours a day, non-stop, every day of the week. All right, we're 10:15 now, guys. So cool, man. We're all here. if you're already here, drop a thumbs up on the stream, guys, please. It does help a lot. There's like 200 of you guys. So let's get up to that 250 as fast as we can so I can give out accounts. I want to give out as many as I can today, guys. And I'm leaving it to you guys to make that happen, okay? I am tired. It's been a long couple days. I know I say that almost every stream that days are long, but today was extremely long because I had like a full-on business meeting where I was hosting like a training function and development function for like restaurant leaders. And I was doing that for like multiple hours. The preparation, the execution, had a lot of different phone calls, one-on-one meetings today, just all the kind of stuff. And then obviously all the family stuff as well at the same time, right? So I'm dialed in though. I'm dialed in. I'm ready for this, guys. I am going to go straight into the trade review, guys, here in a bit. So obviously if you guys are asking any questions from here on out, I will tend to it afterwards. Welcome to Project 365 for all you guys that are new here. My name is Alan, goes by the name of Azheng Trades, previously known for those who know me from the OG days, Uchiha Trades. I have been trading the markets for about 6 years, and I'm the pre-London host for the Project 365. So we got Ron G, who streams before me. Then it's me. Then we got the GOAT Jake Ricci, who opens up the New York session, followed by Lamelli and Mitch, who streams the afternoon session. And so we stream 10 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. And I believe we do have something for somebody out there. So if you guys haven't already, drop a like and subscribe. It really does help us out a lot. We're just trying to build our presence in the space as much as we can. And to be perfectly honest, the more that we get, the more activity and engagement we get every stream, we're going to continue to expand this, right? Like some of you guys already know, once I get settled into my new place in a couple months, I'm going to look to expand my stream so that I'm streaming for more than just the 2 hours. Hopefully I'll get to 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours, right? And so I'd love to be able to do more of this. And they're really, you guys tuning in, you guys liking, sharing, subscribing, it gives us the reason to continue to do what we're doing with Project 365. So thank you for tuning in here, guys. I am going to jump into the chart review. If this is your first time here, I am going to go through basically the NQ and the gold, mainly because those are my primary tickers that I trade. We'll talk about basically how we fared from last stream coming into today. And from there on out, we're going to talk about what we're looking from the given day. As always, my loyal followers that you guys have been watching, you guys know already that all these spots that I'm watching on the chart, they end up playing out, even if it's not on my stream, at some point in the session, whether it's London or New York, it does play out. So always very key, even if you don't take those trades with me on the stream today, mark your charts because it's definitely worth marking, okay? Throughout the day as well, usually around the giveaway time, I'll also go through my trader stats and I'll go over my dashboards for my prop firms. And the reason why I do that is because I know there are so many traders in the space. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are not necessarily the most transparent and honest, and it makes it a little bit tough to trust, right? And so, of course, there's only so much we can share. Obviously, some of it's confidentiality for like ID purposes and what have you. But I always do my best to try to share my journey, my losses, my wins, right? Just so that you guys kind of know kind of what you're working with. I know sometimes you'll get people who will hop on the chat and immediately say things like, oh, you know, Alan, like, you know, show me your P&L. I don't believe you. And it's like, which is, I find it really weird because I don't really... You obviously know these people and they're just hopping on. That's the first thing they say to me. But as you guys know who've been following, I'll always show you my payouts. I am still continuing my daily payout streak. We are going on 2.5 weeks, and I am every single day I've locked in a daily payout with Take Profit Trader, and it hasn't stopped yet. We're going to keep that heater going. Do I take losses? Absolutely, but I do manage my risk and I take my trades as is, follow my system so that I can still somehow at the end of the day come up on top. Sometimes there are red days, but they don't happen too often because I don't copy trade, okay? So anyways, with that said, I'm going to hop straight into this. We're going to go through the NQ chart review. So let's talk about the daily first, okay? Or the weekly, as I always do. So weekly time frame, as we've been kind of just whipping back and forth. I mean, I kind of expected, to be honest, with FOMC. We did make the comment that, like, if this weekly bar does end up coming down and closing down a bit here, like closing the gap off, that's still a very big plausibility for us, right? So you can see here, actually, no, I'm going to zoom into the daily time frame now, sorry. So if you guys remember what we were talking about, every stream up to this point, what we've been talking about is we are going to likely close off the gap before we continue higher. So what did we do, guys? What did we do? We did exactly that. So if you paid attention to the last stream, we talked about that daily bar was creating a very short bias for us that was likely going to take us down, and FOMC could potentially be the trigger to make that happen. close the gap, and move further up. And that's exactly what we did, right? That's exactly what we did. So we want to see this. Will we continue lower? I don't know. It's possible, because unless we close above the prior day's highs, I think there's still a chance for us to continue lower. I don't want to be a horny bear in any way or form, right? I'm going to be keeping an open mind. We're in an inside bar right now, so we got to prepare for both tops and the bottoms, right? Let's, like, the way I always recommend is have a thesis for both ends. I know sometimes people who hop on these streams who's looking for a signal trader might hate that about me, because they'll be like, Alan, you literally just told me to go long and short. What the hell is that? I'm not telling anyone to long, and I'm not telling anyone to short. I'm simply saying that as traders, we should always have a plan for both sides of that coin. I think sometimes when we marry a bias, that can honestly hurt us more than it can help us. It's one thing to commit and stick to a plan. It's another thing to flip back and forth, right? On the hourly time frame as well, you can see here, I know right now for a lot of the newer followers, you're looking at this and you're like, oh my God, there are so many lines. What does all this mean? Again, they all do mean something in some way or form. But as we can see here, we did end up pulling back over the New York session. We tagged, we closed the gap before we continued moving higher. So far, you can see here, before we had that major sell-off, and this is where we had the hourly bearish spinning top, took the hourly sell, and I did manage to catch the short, which I will talk a little bit about later on when I go through the details of the trades. But as of right now, we'll see. I mean, we have a fresh hourly candle. We'll see if we hold beneath this channel here that I've drawn and see if we will come back down, because this is essentially like, you know, 50% of that bar there, or if we're going to end up continuing higher. We'll see. Let's see what we do. I would like to see here, if I were to zoom into the smaller time frames, I would like to see us break above and break and retest, because otherwise I can't really trust this, right? So essentially what I'm looking for is that if I want to go longs, right? Otherwise, if we hold beneath this still, shorts are still in play and for us to take a fall through. But again, this is where it gets a little dicey. When we are in an inside bar, the bias either up or down becomes very tricky. So you might be standing here like, Alan, what are you more of? Are you long or are you short here? Honestly, because of the inside bar, I'm willing to just trade the range up and down until we get a clean break above the highs or the lows. I'm not going to be overly married to a bias. Obviously, as charts develop and things look like they're starting to, like, you know, peel back, I'll take it. If things are trying to look like they're trying to wind up, I'll take it. We'll see where the market offers us today. I feel like that sweep beneath here, we might not ever come back down here. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because this was yesterday's Globex opening print. And just the fact that we kind of swept here makes me want to kind of think that we might not come back down here. I don't know. It's hard to say. You can see here, since we've been retracing, we've been holding higher lows, like above the VWAP, above the 200 EMA, and now it looks like we're trying to hold above the channel. So let's see. Let's see where we go with this, right? If we were to talk about just recent, so let's talk about the trade thesis here. So over the NQ yesterday, there you go. Yesterday, pretty much over our stream, we just kind of ranged here for a little while, right? We had that nice move bounce at the bottom, so kind of like a triple bottom of my channel there, half an hour before the London Open, and we had a nice move to the upside. And then afterwards, what tried to look like we were going to continue this, we ended up getting chopped up, and we double topped actually. We double topped the area, and that is essentially what sent us back down into the blue lined area here that I had drawn out. So again, if you were trading London, then again, you guys hear me say this a lot, but the hour after London is essentially what set us up for this double top, and that short would have played out very nicely for us. Otherwise, if you want to take the kind of like lower high hold beneath the 200 EMA here, that would have been another nice short trade. And you can see here that we did end up holding beneath the 200 EMA for quite some time leading into the New York Open. As we moved into the New York Open, what we saw here was that this same channel that we were talking about over our stream, right, last stream, and it was basically the New York opening print, the highs of it. So we basically triple topped. This was the range, and this is why this today was very tricky. I don't know, to be honest, I steered clear. I didn't touch this either myself, but I will say that in terms of this, I would have taken stabs at this probably, to be honest. Like maybe I wouldn't have shot for high R multiple just because of FOMC, but a 1 to 2 R short off the highs here of the channel. Again, if you're referencing it from our last stream, it honestly made a lot of sense. In the same way that we held the Globex opening print. So that same Globex that we talked about from yesterday's session where we double bottomed into the highs there, that acted as our support over the New York session as well, before we ended up just getting chopped up and ranging here for majority of it. Now, do you guys remember one thing I said yesterday? One of you guys on stream asked me a question about trading news. You asked me about trading news. What's my perspective on trading FOMC? If you guys remember what I said that although I don't have an edge in trading news, what I generally look for is to see when news opens, how does price react to key levels on the chart? And what we saw here was exactly that. The rejection of this level and that blue line that I had drawn was the level that we were watching. This was the opening candle. We rejected and we pushed in 6 minutes. We pushed from 460 all the way down to 74. So about a 400 point move to the downside in 6 minutes, right? What did we do though? We literally came down and we held the bottom of the channel. And from there on out, we basically worked our way back and retraced back to that same level, just to end up hitting the channel, hitting the opening print, the same area that we had already triple topped over the first couple hours of the New York, just to short all the way back down. So whether or not you took the long off the channel or the short off that key level area and channel that we spoke about last stream, either or, it would have played out very nicely for us, as you can see. And that short move after FOMC was a short move that was required to give us the gap down move, which closed the gap up before price started moving back up again, right? And so that's a little bit of the narrative that you can see here, that again, key areas that we talk about on this stream and how it plays out into other sessions as well. I drew this part out earlier on. I was actually on some one-on-ones with students. We were kind of talking about this, and this was kind of like the range. So again, if you were longing this range, honestly, probably would have been good scalping opportunities for you guys, right? In the same regard for shorts, I did end up taking the short here. And just gonna make sure I double check to see where I took this. So for me, I basically took the short off here, just to show you guys. I risked 25 points. I trimmed one for 25 here, and then I held the other one to VWAP. So I trimmed one for 1R and closed the second one off for VWAP. That's essentially the trade that I took. I like the trade because we started, again, you can kind of see here, we were kind of putting in a triangle. We were kind of slowly putting in lower highs. The base was still the base, right? And then as we were kind of coming towards this, we started putting in some strong candles on larger time frames. I had the 9 EMA cross, so I took a stab at it and it worked out for me. Some of it also is timing, because if I wasn't at my screen, I probably would have missed this trade. If I was in this up here at this time, I could have maybe gotten chopped out. Honestly, coincidence, maybe so. But nevertheless, really happy with the trade that I took there. Okay, so as I said, coming into the NQ, for now though, we're gonna see if we could break and retest. Otherwise, right now, this kind of looks like we're just holding here, and we might come back down again. I'm looking at the FF indicator as well, just to see. I wouldn't touch this. Personally, I wouldn't touch this right now. We're in between a channel. We got the 200 EMA, we got the VWAP. There's a probability on both sides, and it makes me indecisive. And so for a lot of the new traders on here, right, as well, keep in mind that cash is also a position. It's okay to just stay away and just wait for the proper setups. As you guys have seen me, a lot of the times the trades that I lose on stream with you guys are trades that I'm just taking stabs at. They're not even the trades that I talk about during these chart reviews, right? So more often than not, the chart review setups are often the ones that actually play out better than my random stabs that I take on the given market, right? So that's my 2 cents on the NQ right now. I'm just gonna read through the chat really quickly here, and then I'm gonna go into the gold chart. Okay, just give me a second here. I don't know if you're still here, Ali, but thanks for hopping in, man. Take it easy. Aaron, I think I remember you, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Sullivan, you fell asleep at the stream last night. Did I bore you to sleep, man? Damn. Sorry, man. Good matcha tastes good, but it's actually not easy to find quality matcha. In Vancouver, the best matcha you'll find is Paragon Tea. They've got the best. Nudge Realm, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, man. Yeah, man, trade WAP. That's the goal, man. If I can get to 3 to 4 hours of stream with you guys in the future, I think you guys will love that. Oh, thank you, Nikki. I appreciate the kind words, man. Jai56, man. I'm reading through your chat here. I was like, oh man, are you gonna be one of those guys? Honestly, so you guys probably don't know this. I am kind of tech illiterate. And when I mean that, I obviously know how to function the basics of technology. But you know how sometimes when you like hop on some people's YouTube and they like censor out certain things, like they can like say like they log into their bank statements and stuff like that, but they have like some sort of like a filter where like they censor off their like bank account numbers and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I actually would have no issue showing bank statements. But I don't know how to like cover up like my bank account numbers and stuff like that. That's actually the main reason why I don't. But a lot of my students have seen my options trade on my bank accounts. So just so you guys know, I know that you guys, I know you're just trolling, but like in all seriousness though, I have showed students my options trade, my results from last year, my results from this year. And from payouts wise, not only will I show you the certificates, but I can actually show you guys even on the live dashboard. So it's not just, I know some people there's a lot of trust issues out in the space, and I don't blame you guys. But no, I wouldn't mess around about stuff like this. How much risk are you exposing per play? So usually during the Asia and London session, Jag, I'm usually risking between 1 to 2 minis most of the time. And the risk between 15 to 25 points is kind of on average what I'm risking, usually. But it obviously depends on the market though. Ninja Trader, I don't use Ninja Trader Aladdin, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what the best thing to do. Because the FF indicator that I use it on TradingView. Yoni fans, thanks for answering Jag's question there about the Globex opening print, man. How much or how long of a reaction would you like to see at a level before initiating a trade so prevent overtrading every levels in the chart? ABB8888. So usually I would say larger time frames. Like if you see that on the smaller time frames, price is just consolidating, I would let the larger time frames dictate to me whether or not I would take the trade. Hey, MDC, you got your profit on your oil trade. Nice, man. What's my edge? So I would say that I am great at reading price action when I talk about like things like bar by bar and multi-time frame analysis. I would say in most cases I can correlate and connect the dots quite rapidly. You know how a lot of times people say like, oh, when you look at a chart in hindsight it looks very obviously, but in the moment it's very difficult. I would say I do a pretty good job at reading multiple time frames, collecting that intel, reading market structure, and actioning my trades based upon that. Otherwise, I'm very disciplined and binary in my approach. And what I mean by that is that if I lose, I lose. Everyone here has on stream has seen it before. If I lose, I don't rage. I don't get super upset. It doesn't bother me. Like I think that psychology, I would say my psychological strength as a human being is one of my strengths. And not just in trading, but in business and life and everything. I am the most patient person you're ever going to meet in the business world, in the corporate world, in the trading world. So that's just kind of me giving you a little bit of a spiel. Marcus Garcia. Hey Zay, good to see you, man. The indicator, Aladdin, is the FF indicator. It's the one that I was showing earlier, this one. Yo, JVic. What up, Rag Guy? I use OBS for Natty. Hey, you passed TPD today. Nice work, Rag Guy. Yeah, you know what? Diane Nuandre? I'm just going to call you Diane. Diane, I mean, I hear you. You know what it is, though? It's like, you know, a lot of the times when you guys are, like, running through accounts, passing them, getting payouts, a lot of that stuff, like losing drawdown and all that, it's definitely a mental game, right? You just got to remember that, like, whatever you were risking before when you had the bigger drawdown, you just got to make sure you size back accordingly to reflect the drawdown you do have so that you have the ammunition to take on the trade. A lot of people always ask me the question that, like, you know, if I had a 50K account, how should I trade it? Personally, if I was learning, I would risk $200 per trade. That way you get 10 bullets in the chamber. That means essentially that you would have to lose 10 times back to back in order for you to blow your account, right? So for me, I would say that that's what I would recommend. I actually did a whole MNQ series before on my YouTube channel. This is very old now. I think it was like sometime summer of last year. That you can follow that. I literally trade 3 MNQs at a time, and I'm risking 180 bucks a trade. And I basically showed how you could take 3 micros, pass a top step eval, get paid out from top step eval, not once but twice, right? So just a lot of the time sizing properly, being consistently disciplined, respecting your plan. Those are the type of things that will help you get further as a trader. And you guys got to remember that in this craft, as much as people are trying to sell you in the space that like, oh, if you learn this, you'll be able to make this boatload of money and live this lavish lifestyle that I keep posting about every single day. Just ground yourself, right? If it, like, don't get me wrong, I know it's inspirational, but if it was really that easy, don't you think that there'd be a lot more people being successful in this craft? There is a low success rate for a reason, and a lot of it's because people have this mindset of get rich quick, and they're not patient enough to actually learn this craft and be disciplined, right? So just anyways, my 2 cents on that topic, man. Recap yesterday's trade. Yeah, when I get to the gold chart, I'll talk about the gold trade that I took yesterday, in case you did miss the stream yesterday. But I already did through the whole, I ran through the NQ already, and I talked about my NQ trade today, so just rewind a little bit back if you needed to. I don't, just because I want to repeat it again for the gang here. Yeah, absolutely. ABB8, you need to. So whatever your plans are, you need to have some sort of thing that tells you that when it makes sense to and when it doesn't make sense for you to take trades. So those are the type of things when we talk about playbook, right? Like, what's your playbook? Your playbook should line up what types of setups that you prefer most. Amber, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, I'm gonna do the gold trade chart review now that I'm caught up with the chat here. All right, let's talk about gold, gang. Let's talk about gold. Let me know if the music's too loud. I think the music's okay, though. So weekly bar still, we are still in that inside bar that we talked about. So until we kind of break on either direction and get a nice close on like the smaller time frames, at this point in time, there's really not a lot of like key follow through. You know, the way that I would go about it is if it was ranging, I would trade the range. Otherwise, I'm interested in taking those higher lows and lower highs off key levels. It's essentially what I would look at for gold at this point in time. Going on to the daily time frame, again, remember what I said last stream? This daily range that we're in is reminding me of the daily range we were talking about over here, right? So if we want to see a continuation down as a lower high, because we did have all this gap up, then I would look to see if we can, over the course of maybe this week or next week, find the ability to actually start closing off all of this gap and continue the lower move down to the downside on gold. Because in no means am I bullish, right? Larger time frame structure would tell you that we are still bearish on the overall chart. On the hourly right now, you can see here, literally since 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which was like 4 hours ago, we've just been on an hourly range, right? And so this hourly range is, again, just that. It's not worth trading if you're looking for follow through. I probably would have very low expectations for price movement right now on gold. And I'd be happy just taking 1 to 2 hour scalps, basically, essentially at this point, because it's, yeah, we're not looking good, right? Yeah, you can see here right now, we're still ranging right now. If we come back down here, I'd be interested to see if we could take a stab at longs. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you can see here, and I'm just going to draw this out just so that we can have a visual aid. You can see here that right now down here, this is kind of like the low of range. We also have the 200 EMA and the VWAP here. So if price on gold comes back down, I'd be interested in seeing if there's a nice failure to go lower that sets up down here to see if we could take a long on gold, right? Now, just to talk about the trade I took yesterday, you guys know that I was in this. I took it around, so this is the start of our stream about right here. And I talked about the double bottom long off the channel here, which was really nice. We had that nice setup here, but we basically ranged here, right? And so when I took my short trade, with the thesis that as long as we stayed beneath the Globex opening print, which was 43.52.6, right? Then we would be still good for the trade. I had my stop loss above the high of wick here, if you guys remember that. Let me just give me a second here. What was it? I remember the points, so give me a second here. Was it 8.1? That seems like a lot. I don't know if this was actually it or not. Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, what was this? This was the trade that I took. I shorted. We got really close. Didn't end up getting our target. You can see here throughout the session, we just ranged, but we never broke my stop loss. If you guys remember, it was right around midnight. I logged off the stream and like I said, it looks like I might get stopped out, but as long as we hold below Globex, we're good. We held below Globex, VWAP, 200 EMA, and basically later on, come 1:54 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 3 hours after I entered that short trade, we ended up hitting my price target down here, as you can see here, for 8.1 points on gold, and literally after I took my profit, it bounced, and it would have stopped me out. So if I didn't take my profit here, then it would have stopped me out later on over here, as you can see. So I'm glad that short trade played out for me. It worked out for me. I locked in my daily payout because of it. Happy camper. But that was the gold trade that I took yesterday. Okay. Over throughout the session, you can see here from Asia to London, we just ranged between Globex on my lower channel. So you literally could have just played the highs and the lows throughout the session. Coming into this New York Open, you can see that we had to grind up. Nice move up, and then I don't know what news caused this craziness to happen, but we still ended up holding above the New York opening print, the VWAP, and the 200 EMA. So if you considered that failure as like a signal for longs, then you would have been able to catch that move up towards the level here before we had that little bit of a pullback. And then you can see here we kind of like triple topped on the 2 minute here off the top of channel before we sank all the way down from channel to channel, which we then double bottomed at the channel as well as again, before we rejected that same Globex opening print we talked about from our session, right? Which ended up becoming the nice lower high that brought us all the way down to the lows here at 42.40, right? Since we've started, we've just been grinding up on gold. We've been respecting the VWAP, as you can see here. And since we've made that move, we've come back here and we've ranged now. So like I said, let's see if we could lock in a fail to go lower here. Maybe, just maybe, we can take a long, okay? But that's kind of my thought process right now. We're either going to trade the range, and so we'll take longs off the channel here. We'll take shorts up here. Otherwise, unless we get a break above the highs or the lows, we'll look for those break and retests and maybe take a continuation trade in either direction. That's essentially what we would want to look for on gold, okay? NQ is just not looking great. This is kind of what I was talking about, right? I mentioned the reason why I don't want to short here is because the 200 EMA and the VWAP, and that's exactly what's happening here. We're still holding this area, so not the most ideal. And by the way, as I see that there's 300 some of you guys right now, welcome to Project 365, by the way, guys. Feel free to ask questions in the chat, guys. I usually have the slower session, so I'm more than happy to connect with you guys and chat about charts, okay? Just wait, I just gotta make sure I log into my broker here. Okay, I am logged in. Just wanted to make sure. All right, let's see what we do here, guys. I'm just gonna get the forecaster box out. Let's get ready. We'll wait. We'll see what the gold does here. Just catching with the chat again. Longed NQ magnet trades. Hopefully it's working out for you. I'm not too sure when you longed. How many funded accounts do you have, and do you continue to build more funded accounts with other companies? If so, how do you go about this? So Itachi, man, back in the day, I used to collect prop firms like I was collecting Infinity Stones. Yes, it's an Avengers reference. And so these days, because I am maxed out with about 5 or 6 prop firms already. So the only prop firms I still trade, I still have my Top Step account. I don't really touch it, but I still have it. I have one funded account with Top Step right now. It's just sitting there. I have like, I think maybe $1,000 in it, or like $1,500 in drawdown. When I say drawdown, I mean $1,500 in profit, not drawdown. Probably. Let me correct myself. And then Take Profit Trader, I have 2 fundeds left, and then Lucid, I still have my Lucid live, but both of them are pretty much near close to like nothing now. If you're newer here, you probably don't know, but I hate Rhythmic. For me, because of where I am, those who don't know, when I'm in Vancouver, Canada, I can't go live actually with the same prop, like the Trade of 8 stuff like that. Like I can't go live the way you guys go live. It just doesn't work for us here. I don't know if it's like a bylaw agreement, whatever it may be. So the only way Lucid was able to move me live was to go Rhythmic, and Rhythmic, I don't know. Maybe I'm judging it too soon, but I hate it. It doesn't make sense to me. The fills don't make sense to me, and I'm struggling to operate the platform. I'll blame myself just to take accountability, but I can't seem to make it work. So my Lucid live accounts are basically almost dead right now, and they're kind of just hanging by a thread. So I have my couple of Take Profit Trader funded accounts, and I have my Top Step. Now to the question, I haven't actually been trading my evals as much as I would like. And what I mean by that is I haven't bought many Take Profit Trader accounts or anything like that. I do need to start building my evals again, because I don't like, even if I were to like, if all my fundeds were to be gone tomorrow, I don't have any fundeds left. So I do need to start building the buffer again. So I'm going to start building on some evals and hopefully build a little bit of archive so that I can get some of my fundeds back up again. I am pretty close to not having much left. However, with that said though, I'm making the most of my return on investment. Let's just say that. I've been able to get a daily payout on Take Profit Trader every single day in the month of June. So I'm, at least if they do end up blowing up later on, not the end of the world, because I've gotten more than enough of my return on investment on those accounts. But I'll show you guys that later on. When I do my giveaway, that's usually when I'll show my dashboards and all that stuff, because right now I don't want to bore you guys with that. Nicole, I mark my channels based on, by the way, Itachi, hopefully I answered your question, by the way. Nicole, I base my channels off of like hourly, daily, like larger time frames, and I'm basically looking for pivot spots on the chart. How many micros should I use max on a 25K account? I know that sounds like a very basic question, but honestly, that's a little bit of a loaded question, because it really depends on your strategy. Like, how do you risk? Like, is it based on point? Is it based on price structure? Like, there's so many anomalies to that. It's hard to say. I would say that because 25K accounts usually only have $1,000 drawdown, trade carefully, right? Like, whatever would give you at least five trades before you blow is ideal, or at least try to shoot for 10, especially if you're still learning. Akeem, I do not copy trade. I don't. Top Step is easy. Like that the one edge that they have is that it's just such an easy platform, but I don't like the plans that they have now. I hate daily loss limits. Like, I want to be in control of my own loss limits. I know that daily loss limits help people. Like it does help people last longer, but I hate daily loss limits. It's not my cup of tea personally. Nikki, yeah, you know, maybe next week I'll start working on some evals on stream with you guys. Yeah, gold is really making a move, eh? Richard, I'm on the 2-minute time frame right now, but let me bring back the other time frames, because usually I look at it like this. At least with you guys, I look at it like this, just so that way you guys can see all of it. NQs. So far, just so you guys like get a sense, right? When I see price like this on gold, and then I see price like this on NQ, I automatically, naturally would be like, yeah, sorry. I would naturally look at this and be like, yeah, F the NQ, gold to gold. Just because at least gold, you have a little bit more of a better price action, right? Like, you don't want to get caught up in the range. I don't like copy trading, guys, because I personally don't like the idea of, if I lose, I've lost on all my accounts. So I've always been more of a risk over reward, because most people look at it and say like, oh, but Alan, if you copy trade, you would make so much more money. Why don't you do it? Because for me, as far as the mental game of trading, losing hurts me more than winning. So I would rather lose one at a time and then win one at a time than to lose all at once. The idea of losing all my accounts in one trade, not literally, but taking a loss on all my accounts in one trade, harms my mentals more than the wins. So that's the reason why I personally don't like it, right? Now, I have a lot of students, one I've been highlighting on my Instagram almost every day. I mean, Goofy, if you're here, man, on stream right now, you're absolutely killing it. He's a student that I took on like 2-3 months ago, and he's like raking it. I think with the payout he's about to lock in after tonight, I think he's like at $60,000 or $70,000 in payouts this year already. So copy trading can be life-changing and lucrative. It's just not my cup of tea personally. So anyways, my 2 cents. Yeah, man, Zach's NQ is like gross. Not touching NQ right now, man. US 30 legacy. I don't really look at that. I don't know what that is. Sorry, I know that seems kind of silly, but I don't trade that. US 30, is that literally the ticker's name? I know someone asked me this question before too. Is that this one right here? US 30? Is US 30? Oh, it's YM. You see, I swore someone told me this before too. Sorry, guys. So what was the question? What's your opinion on shorts? If we can lose VWAP, sure, man. Otherwise, we might double bottom here. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes on the YM. Yeah, I don't trade YM though, so I don't know how to even measure this point. But this is a lower high though. We're essentially rejecting. So this is an example of a support flip resistance, right? Oops, did not mean to draw the channel so thick. That's like a support flip resistance short trade. Last time you mentioned you reached the payout limit on TradeFi. Was it on sim account? Because if they transition you to live, there should not be any cap. So Arnold, I'm not sure if you heard what I said earlier. I can't move live with prop firms. Most prop firms will not be able to move me live because of where I live. So I maxed out with TradeFi a long time ago. My Funded Futures, TradeFi, Funded Futures Family. I maxed out on all of those prop firms back in like April of last year. I maxed out with Apex back in August of last year. So I have different time periods, but I can't move live with them, unfortunately. It's a me problem. It's because of where I live. All good, Arnaud. All good. I'm just looking for price. So right now, I don't want to take shorts because I'll be chasing. I also don't want to take longs because this is just a random spot to long. I would like to get some sort of like candle confirmation to even thinking about longing. But at this point in time, very similar to the YM trade that we just saw, even if I were to long, we have to see where price is because we could very much likely do the same thing and have a support flip resistance continuation back to the downside. So we'll have to let price digest here and let's see what it wants to do. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the FF indicator right now as well. Jeez, that's some crazy discipline. I honestly forgot what I even said earlier. What Preppy, what was that comment for about the crazy discipline? I actually don't even remember what I said. Yeah, I'm raising copy trading. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense, man. Hey, Legacy, no problem, man. I think how many accounts is maxing out the prop firms. So, Preppy, that's basically based on like payouts. So I on my Instagram, I posted from the history from before, like $100,000 TradeFi, $100,000 My Funded Futures, $62,000 Funded Futures Family. Apex was $100,000 as well. Like that's an example. Like those are some props. Like Lucid was like 74,000 or 78,000. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, those are just basically those were the max out numbers for me at the time with them. I go make a short instead of a long double bottom. A long double bottom. I guess it would depend on how you would look at this as a double bottom. I don't see a double bottom right now, if that's what you're referring to. So for me, it was a matter of seeing if we were to have held VWAP, but I personally don't like this kind of setup. Like I don't like that we close beneath VWAP and then we close back above it. Like that for me is very tricky. I don't touch that because again, we could just have a support flip resistance continuation back down. So I don't want to touch this right now. Based off the weekly chart, I took a swing short on gold. I didn't like how strong it recovered from the gap though. Can I hear your thoughts on this plan, please? I don't swing, so like it would be hard for me to say that. Like I right now I did the chart review earlier, Dara. I'm not sure when you hopped in, but I was mentioning that we are in a daily range right now, and so I wouldn't personally I wouldn't want to short until I get clear confirmation that we're actually gonna start breaking down. Like for all we know, we could be in a daily range for the rest of the week. So that's a little bit tricky for me, man. Todd, just hit me up on Instagram, man. Anything around like working with me, just DM me on Instagram. We can talk offline. Now the reason why I say that's because it depends on the individuals. Everyone's looking for something different when it comes to coaching. Oh, for the yeah, he's killing it, man. I had another guy too. His name's Sam. He was copy trading on Top Step. What is it? February, March. He like raked in like 30,000, give or take, in payouts as well. Yeah, man. I know. Copy trading is lucrative, but it's just I can't wrap my head around it, guys. I just can't. I know. You guys probably think I'm crazy, but all right. Is there a max out number for TPT? Jag? I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like with TPT, like, because they move you to Pro Plus as well, right? Like, I actually like Take Profit Trade a lot, to be honest, right? I know, like, the intraday trail and drawdowns can be really shitty, but every prop firm is going to have their flaws. Every prop firm will. I like TPT because I do like the fact that I can trade with them, and technically speaking, Take Profit Trader is one of the only props that I can actually go Pro Plus with, which is basically their version of live. Not many prop firms offer that. I don't know what makes them so different, but they allow for it. I've moved live before with Take Profit Trader. I just haven't lasted with their accounts because I do lose, right? Like I do end up blowing accounts. And inevitably, I don't hold them forever. So yeah, anyways, I do like TPT though. If you use the anchored VWAP and anchor it to the 6 p.m. market open, you'll see that it tapped the VWAP and also bounced off a good support zone. What's the dotted line that you're using over your VWAP? Savage Princess. The dotted line is the 200 EMA. And I've never used anchored VWAP before, but I've heard good things about it. Like I've heard institutional traders refer to the anchored VWAP, so I've always found that very fascinating. Do you personally use the anchored VWAP often, Savage Princess? What is setting VWAP in India? VWAP is just a classic VWAP there, Kaj meet. And EMAs at the 9, 20, and 50, and 200. Depending on what time frame, I use different ones. Do I like breakout prop firm? I have no idea what prop firm that is. I've never used them. No problem, Savage Princess. Absolutely. If you love copy trading, man, power to you, brother. Yeah, I know, Felipe. The 80% can really be a pain, but honestly, man, if they're paying me, man. Take Profit Trader is intraday until you get above the buffer 10 player. Yeah, I mean, if copy trading works, man, whatever works for you guys, man. Do you trade other pairs? I don't know what that means. NQ range, man, my goodness. By the way, I'll show you guys the trader stat thing as well. Give me a second here. This is the one I was talking about. This is the Sam guy I was talking about. So this was from, like, majority of it was from Top Step payouts from earlier this year. Oh, Forex? No, I don't touch Forex, man. Yeah, split striker, you know, to your point though, like I always look at everything has two sides to a coin, right? 2 more days, 5 accounts, $150 trading days, that's all I need. A lot of times that's also what happens for some people, is that when they're so close to getting a payout and they can't hit that 150 in the day and they just can't mentally get over it, that often sends them a spiral. And when you're spiraling on 5 accounts is a lot more damaging than spiraling on 1 account. But again, if you know how to manage your mentals copy trading, then as long as it works for you, man. Hey, Justin. Yes, I do remember that. Good for you, man. Look at that. Is there any cheaper than growth tradify for the same value? That's a good question, 10 player. I haven't really like browsed at the other props as much just because I don't trade with them anymore. Oh, value. I'm just kind of cycling through what's in my head. For that exact kind of account, man, I don't know, man. Tradify is kind of hard to beat. My Fund of Futures has some good plans, but I don't know if they have anything that's particularly competitive at this moment in time. There is a new prop firm that's coming up right now that like I think will be very competitive to others, but I'll talk about them when they actually come out. Yes, Samo is. Samo's actually one of my students as well, TradeWap. He's been working with me since I think February or January of this year. Considering using the 200 EMA, how would you use it? Would you take a long about the 200 short below, or how do you use it in correlation with the VWAP? Yeah, great question, Savage Princess. So personally for me, I don't run the conjunction of 200 EMA and VWAP. Like those two things are in their own areas of interest. So when they're sandwiched together, like it is now right now on gold, I actually don't do much with that at all. So I look at them kind of more individually in their own respect. So for like a 200 EMA, personally, I like to trade it when price moves very far away from it. And if it ever retraces back to the 200 EMA, I find that there is often a good reactionary trade you could take from that. So whether it's like a extended move back to reject or an extended move back to bounce, I generally use the 200 EMA in that format. I've never touched the blue sky, but I know a lot of people talk about it on stream though. Like I've seen a lot of people in the chat talk about it. Yeah, man. Samo's OG. Samo actually went to was Mastermind 6 just like me. Yeah, Felipe. 25K accounts are quite goated. Preppy, I have like earlier you probably saw the names. There was a person named Boljeet that was there. Like I have students like her who has never traded in their life. Like they didn't even know what a candlestick was. So I have students like that, but I also have ones who are experienced. Like some of you guys already know. You guys remember the name Sam from before because he was from Mastermind with me, right? So he's been trading for the same amount of time as me. So I've worked with him. Also with Goofy, he's been trading for 10 years. So he's actually been trading longer than I have. So I've worked with veterans and I've also worked with middle and I've worked with the newbies. Either way, everyone's learning curve is going to be different, but value nevertheless. Slime Academy, are you being serious? I just want to make sure. I don't know if you're is that a sarcastic question or that you're being serious when asking that question. Felipe, I mean, just reach out to me on Instagram, man. I think you're following me already on Instagram, but yeah, just we could chat offline about that stuff. It really depends on what each individual wants. I think that's the whole aspect. Like that's the difference between a class and a mentorship is that like classes are obviously very like systematic. Mentorships are very distinct and unique to that individual trader, right? So do you remember what I was saying earlier and why I said that I didn't want a long, but I also don't clearly know if I want a short? This is that like support flip resistance that I was talking about earlier. So it's so uncertain right now with gold, right? And so I don't know if you guys ever catch this, but you'll find that sometimes you'll hop into situations where you after a big move, you have the emotions of I want to catch this because now that the move has happened, I either want to reverse it or I want to play the continuation. Sometimes you're not going to get that, right? And this is a really good example of like I can see so many traders right now getting chopped up right now by gold after that move. Yeah, Felipe, that's what I was going to say. I was pretty sure that was you, man. I do like the hourly close. If we were to take this short right now on gold, we would take probably 2R. Would that be safe? It's possible. But again, just VWAP. VWAP makes me a little uncertain, guys. Yes, I have a fund account. I lost 2,000 on my profit. My friend made me think I was losing my account because I lost it. Slime Academy. So did you blow your account? Is that what you're referring to? NQ's finally waking up, is it? Is it though? Zach. It's still chilling here, man. It's still chilling here. Thanks, Preppy, man. I appreciate it. Yes. Less is more. Lord Durham? Lord Durham? Is that your name? Yeah. Yeah, man. I was saying this on my last stream too. I find like the best days, the best trades are the days where I can just take it and walk away. Yeah. Split striker, they always say what is like you take the stairs up but you take the elevator down. If VWAP wasn't here, would I have taken this trade? Yeah, I would have. I would have. VWAP was the main reason why I didn't want to take it. Amen. Good to see you, bro. Thanks. That technically is just P&L though, Amon. That's not payouts. Payouts is a separate thing. That's just P&L execution. But I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're loving Beijing, man. Oh, look at that, man. That gold move. Looks like 2R would have hit here. Yeah, but I don't know why since the whole week I have been just getting break even on this account. Devon, man, are you finding that your setups are consistent though? Like, are you finding that you're like kind of jumping from setup to setup? What am I looking for with VWAP? I don't know what you mean by that. So like earlier I was looking for a long bounce off of it, which we never got. And then I made the comment of like, people would ask like, oh, why didn't you just long? Because we closed back above VWAP. And I said that because I anticipate that we could have a support flip resistance short, which is essentially exactly what happened. Now, I obviously didn't take this trade because I didn't really feel comfortable about the VWAP being there. But you can see here already, technically, if you took this, 2R would be locked in pretty much here already. Like it's almost there. That would have been a 2R short trade on gold right there. Even though I had 5,000 profit, I still lost 1,000 and some change, but I'm confused. Slime Academy, I'm not really too sure I understand. And I was doing reverse precision and I wasn't sure I lost like the other two. Yeah, Slime Academy, I'm not really too sure what you're kind of, I'm kind of going in circles with your comments there. I'm not sure really I'm not too sure I understand what you're trying to ask. Just probably the drawdown, Devon. It's probably the drawdown. The drawdown sizing can really affect people, right? I mean, I believe that. Oh, NQ. What are you doing, NQ? I am not watching oil futures, but I can look at it if you want. It's taking a poop is what it's doing. No problem, Devon. Would you trade the test and rejection of VWAP? No, I would not, actually. I would not. I would not because structurally, it would not be a very clean setup, especially when I look at bar by bar. So, gold is making its move down there. There's about almost 400 of you guys here, guys. Let's drop those thumbs up, guys. I'd love to do that 25K growth account giveaway for you guys. 250 thumbs up. So we need about like what? 80? 80 thumbs up and we're there, guys. Preppy, you could probably search it online. Bar by bar is like just price action. You could read Al Brooks. Al Brooks has a lot of videos on that. But yes, Jake and I both have our own ways of reading bar by bar. Like I started learning with Jake and I read the Al Brooks book as well. So my version of how I read bar by bar is going to be slightly different. But nevertheless, if you're looking for free content, man, yeah, YouTube. I'm sure YouTube has a lot of, sorry, not YouTube. Al Brooks has a lot of video on YouTube that speaks to bar by bar. Hey Ryan, man, do you trade small cap stocks a lot still? That's actually where I started my trading journey, was trading small cap stocks. That's pretty cool, Ryan. That's pretty cool. I love how versatile you are. Honestly, man, no more than 200 bucks on a 25K account, but naturally probably like 100, 150, man. So if I'm not trading on stream, I technically only need 2 screens. The screen that I have in front of me at the bottom here is like my execution screen, and then my top wide screen that I have above, that's kind of where like I look for different tickers and maybe looking at other time frames as well. Adam's dedicated, man. I did not get in on SpaceX. I don't trade IPOs. See, I don't like the way that we closed back above VWAP there on the 15. That's wild, dude. That's wild. Yeah, seriously, dude. Out for blood indeed. After a very slow grind, your 2R would have been hit on gold now. Unless that doesn't count. How close is that? I don't know. Does that wick count? Options trading, it's a love-hate relationship, man. I enjoy it, but it can be quite degenerate, man. Options trading, it's a lot. I often don't recommend options trading to most people because it's actually it's a lot harder. Like I think that if you can master futures, And when I say master futures, I mean like gain confidence trading futures. You can migrate over to options later on. Ryan, man, you and me both, bro. No thank you on IPOs. Not my cup of tea. Have a good night, Nikki. Whew. 55 more thumbs up and we'll get the giveaway going, gang. Jeff, did you find option much easier, actually? I find options crazy, man. There's too many things to pay attention to. Sherwin, welcome to Project 365, man. I always do a top-down analysis and I take a look at all the candles just to see what my bias is on large time frames and trying to find entries on the smaller time frames. I trade bar by bar price action, so I'm often looking for level reactions, market structure, multi-time frame analysis, essentially kind of what I look at when I trade. I find that, I guess it depends how, Jeff, when you trade options, what you do. Usually when I used to trade options, I'm either doing 0-day expiration, I'll do next day expirations. When I trade Tesla, I'll do weekly expirations, but I'll never do more than 1 week at a time. So I find that, I just found that like things like time decay and the IV and all that type of stuff, like it gets rough, man. Sometimes you can be right about a trade and be wrong about a trade at the same time. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. I just find that futures is a lot easier on the mentals. Personal opinion, of course. When I back tested the breakout strategy a lot, Elite Legacy, it didn't work out really for me a lot. That's why. Yeah, I've never really done leaps before. I actually have a student right now that's actually like learning and practicing how to leap trade, and he's nailed some good bangers lately. But yeah, I don't think I've ever taken a leap trade before. Head and shoulders as a pattern. Yeah, I refer to that. Oh, Adam, I'm not sure if you heard me. I commented on that earlier. I said that no more than $200, but ideally probably 100 to 150. Yeah, when I trade, so options, I trade my personal capital, obviously. But it's the only time I trade my own capital. I don't trade my own capital over futures. I just trade problems. MG Malachi, I would say yeah. I mean, but they're more of lagging indicators, right? So it might not tell you where you should take your entry, but it's giving you historical data so that you could maybe build a theory on how you would want to take that trade. You know what I mean? No problem, Adam. SN deal options, eh? Brian, where are you from? Since you're talking about cannabis legalization. Because I was like, man, where I am in Canada, it's already legal. It's been legal for a while. Oh, Bellingham. Oh man, cannabis still isn't legal there, eh? $44 more thumbs up, gang. Let's get it, guys. Come on, we can do this. ES. I haven't charted ES actually, so I would say ES is probably gonna be quite similar to NQ, is my imagination. Let's see if ES and NQ can get back above here, man. We could set up for longs on NQ. I'd like to wait for another 7 minutes to make that decision, though. But I do think NQ could go long. I feel like if I take an entry now, it'll be a little too preliminary. Or too premature, sorry, not preliminary. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes, guys. Preppy, yeah, man. So in my corporate gig, I did that for a long time. I actually became I started building out my business while I was still in my corporate job. I think it was about after a year that I started doing that I decided to make the leap and leave. So I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years. This November will be 6 years that I've been in business. And so, yeah, like I know a lot of people in the social space say that they run businesses. I know a lot of them just kind of flip houses or like they run like social media platforms and stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying that they're not business, they are. But when I say that I'm running a business, I'm talking about like the old school, like bricks and mortar, like restaurant business, entrepreneurship, that type of deal, right? That's kind of like the world that I'm in. But yeah, I've been doing it for 6 years, and like I made the leap, man, because I felt good about like what I knew. Like I felt confident about my skill set and what I offered. And that's the reason why I kind of took that leap of faith. Long ESA, brother. Good luck, man. How are you doing with tax in Canada? Did you create your own company? I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, so yeah, I'm already incorporated, technically speaking. 10 player. I think it comes down to where you're at in your life, to be honest, right? Like I'm a family person. I got family, got a lot of things to take care of, so it's not as simple as just me moving wherever I want to go, whenever I want. There's a lot of, like, for me, I'm a big family values person. I take care of my grandma, I take care of my mom. Like, I do a lot of that stuff, right? So if I'm making a move like that, I'd be moving everyone, right? And that means everyone would have to want to move. I'm not sure if there was news. Timusa. Yeah, I'm not too sure what was, like, anything that caused it, other than just trading the price action here. Hey, that's very cool, Preppy. So when you say balloon and decor, do you like do decorations for like birthday parties, like weddings and stuff like that? Is that essentially what you do? We have 15 more thumbs up away, and we can do that giveaway, gang. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, Preppy, have you found that you've been able to develop what is it called? Drawing like blank here. Were you able to develop like a systematic framework for your business so that you could technically scale in terms of like hiring people and duplicating, replicating, and expanding? Vancouver, Canada is where I'm born and raised, Jet. Looks like the long and NQ's working out. Nice long on your ES there, Ryan. I'm sure your ES is playing out right now. Assuming that it's moving alongside with NQ. Yep. Oh, I'm Chinese, man. Hey, we're there. Hacky Noob, you want a giveaway? DM on Instagram. If you DM me, I would have responded. You definitely did not DM me, Hacky Noob, so I'm not too sure who you DM'd. Yeah, I'm not too sure what Tuesday stream you're talking about too, because I have records of every account I've given away, and I have given away every account that has reached out to me. So I'm not too sure, Hacky Noob, who you are, but if you did, DM me on Instagram properly and I'll search it up. JVIC, I don't personally, unless structure tells me so. That would have been a nice 1-hour trade there, by the way. 25 points on the NQ. And Ryan, nice job on that ES trade, man. What contract I should be trading for micros and NQ? That's MNQ. I'm just setting up the giveaway. Okay, guys, I will type it in the chat box here, guys. So participate in giveaway. Thumbs up on stream. Type in the chat once. Alright, guys. Alright, whenever you guys are ready, man. So far, gang, I'm gonna, while you guys are doing the giveaway, because it's gonna be running here. What's it doing? Sorry, give me a second here. What's it doing that? I'm just looking at my giveaway thing right now. It looks really messed up. Oh, there it is. Oh, what the heck's going on? Okay, we got about 3.5 minutes left for this giveaway. While we're doing that, I'm going to go through just some trader stat stuff as I usually do around this time. You can kind of see here in terms of stat-wise, this is my dashboard. $31,000 for the month so far, with the win rate, profit factor, all the type of good stuff that we're seeing here. In terms of calendar wise, you guys can see here as well. So far, so good. One red day overall, green across the board. Had some bigger trading days these past couple days, and you'll see it reflected in my payouts as well. When I go through my payouts, I'm gonna need to log into my trader stats again. So not trader stats. I'm gonna need to log into my take profit trader though. So I haven't updated as far as payouts goes. I haven't updated my my recent payouts. As you can see here, it shows that my last payout was the 11th, which that obviously isn't true. I've had payouts since then. So I just need to log into my broker, or it's not my broker, my dashboard here with take profit trader. Give me 1 second here. Just gonna log in here. All right. Okay, logging in. So gonna switch back over so you guys can see. So this is my take profit trader accounts. It's the dashboard, wallet, request, withdrawal. You can see here as of right now, since June 1st, basically, daily payout 3rd, 4th, 8th, because obviously there was a weekend here, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, then there was the weekend, 14th, 15th, 16th, and now 17th is the one I just requested in the most recent New York session. So this will probably go through by tomorrow morning. It'll hit my bank account. I already also took a trade earlier, as I showed you guys. So I also have a another, what is it, $2,000 ready to go. So I'll withdraw that later on again. So you can see here already, like this is like right off my dashboard, right? You guys can't make this up. So for those who are just always like looking for that transparency. And if you guys are answering questions, sorry, I can't see your questions because the spam is just happening here. So just wait until the giveaway is gone, and then I'm more than happy to answer your questions, guys. Oh man. All right. Okay, the giveaway is all set up now, so let's see who the winner is going to be. Oh, hey, it's Mitch. Mitch 8957, brother. Are you here, man? I remember your name. Hey, there you go. Hey, proof of life is there. So you know the drill. All right, hit my DMs, man. My Instagram's right there. I will send you the details after the stream's over, but just hit my DMs right now. Juneteenth holiday, so tomorrow New York sessions to 1 p.m. EST time only. Is that actually the case? I actually haven't checked the holiday hours. Let me just double check. Isn't the holiday on Friday, though? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Holiday's on Friday. What's my RR on my trades? So if I'm trading like pre-London sessions and like Asia sessions, generally like 1 to 2 hours kind of where I go between, just because price action usually doesn't have as much, you know, stronger follow through, what have you. But on the occasion, I'll do like 3 to 5 hour trades occasionally. I thought Juneteenth was Friday. Oh, as in like Friday's the holiday, so the market's not open, so Thursday's closing early. That's what you mean. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I guess if you're in the Eastern time zone, you're right. I guess that is today. King Wick, yeah. I mean, if there's trades to take, absolutely, man, absolutely, every day. Yeah, it's still Wednesday right now for me here. Sure, when it really depends on the given session and what the market structure offers. Dara, when you ask that question, are you referring to like would I know how to capitalize on like 1,000-point move to the downside or like the upside? Is that what you're referring to? King Wick, this is my stream period, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till midnight. I mean, generally speaking, if we're catching those bigger moves, Dara, that's usually caught during the opening for me. Like if I'm catching those trades, it's happening within the first hour of the New York session. And you'll have to have a lot of check boxes checked off to make sure to have that kind of trade setup make sense. No, Jet. I trade key sessions, right? Like I set alerts, I look at key sessions, and I trade when I can. I don't sit on my screen as much as you guys think I do, right? Like I personally don't think that full-time day trading means you have to trade every single moment of the day. NQ question mark? What's that question mark for? Preppy, man, I appreciate you, dude. Nice, Aladdin. No, I'm not live during the New York session. Mr. Jay Griechi takes that session. Yeah, pre-sessions are always tough, man. Market's gonna open in about 18 minutes, gang.
into the sea, and I feel you here
How many prop accounts do I handle right now? Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat again. NQ really going ugly. Yep, yeah, NQ is ugly right now.
with your name.
How about gold now? What's happening with gold?
Every wave just feels the same.
Gold is indecisive is what gold is. I don't feel good about the short on that, to be honest, right now. How many prop firms accounts do you handle? Keo, I'm assuming you probably just hopped on here. I trade with Take Profit Trader and Top Step and my Lucid Live accounts. That's pretty much all I have right now. Yeah, I do have my Instagram. Are you talking about gold right now? Are you Bari? Take it easy, Jet. Oh, the NQ. Well, I want to just kind of see. I mean, we got a 2-minute close down here. I mean, I know the 5-minute candle didn't close yet, but I did want to see if we can get this follow through. This pattern here on the 5-minute time frame, if you get follow through, this is essentially called a 3 inside bar down, and sometimes this can be a bearish signal for us. So I just want to see if we were to get follow through on this. Oil short. What's happening on oil? I would watch to see how oil reacts to the VWAP and the 200 EMA up here for sure.
Every wave just feels the same. Lost in the glow.
Can we guys crank another 56 thumbs up so we can do another giveaway, gang? No problem, man. Hey, your longs might play out. I mean, technically we're holding VWAP right now still, right? So your longs can play out. Don't worry about that, man. I just wanted to attempt this. So a lot of times when I'm like looking at certain trade setups, I don't mind just giving things a shot if I see a certain pattern work out. Like the way I look at it is like when you're looking at your playbooks, you'll take trades and some will have more follow through than others, right? And for me, it's like during pre-London, I don't get a lot of like setups that I actually like personally. Like this is not the session I usually trade. Like if I would talk about A+ setups, I usually have more of those A+ setups during the Asia session or the New York session. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out though, so your long trade's gonna work out for you, dude. Thanks, KS. Appreciate it, man. We gotta get more thumbs up before we can do a giveaway, guys. So a proper 3-bar inside would be that this bar, 1, 2, 3 would have a fall through. The fact that the 3rd bar was a wick failure to go lower like that is what makes this 3 inside bar a failure. Like it's not as good of a follow through. So in theory, I should have waited for that 5-minute bar to close before taking an entry, to be honest. Stopped out on that. We're holding VWAP there. See, I don't like this is where the NQ has been. Like, if you take a look at these 50-minute bars, we've been like ranging a lot. Like we'll get that one move and then we just range. So that just makes it really dicey for me. Take it easy, Icy Hawk. We got 14 minutes left until the London session opens up here, guys. You're welcome, Zach. This is a nice 5-minute outside bar that we're forming here. Am I gonna long with you boys? Zach, where's your profit target, man? I'll long with you before the market closes up here or the market opens up here. 425. I'll ride with you. $425 is here. All right, let's go. I don't know, 425. 425 is a little ambitious, man. Take it easy, trade wall. Sorry, Zach, I may have missed your question. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that spot you're looking at just because it's so high up. Like, it's up in the end there. Like, I don't know if we're going to get pulled back there sooner. That'd be the only thing. I would like for this 5-minute bar to close as in engulfing. Like, it'd be beautiful if this 5-minute bar can close above 382 here. Then maybe we actually might get some follow through here. I will match your 3,400 then. We can take profit at the same time, man. Honestly, Zach, it was because of the pivot here, bro. I was like, originally I won like a solid like R multiple, and then I was like, yeah, like if I do any more than 403, I think we're gonna get like killed by that pivot there. Not the, I would have liked that 5-minute bar to close stronger. I don't like that fact that we wicked back there. Like, that's not ideal. That's not what we want to see. Yeah, Zach, that's generally like when I'm like, let's just say like I'm shooting for a target, and this is where sometimes I do end up taking like a negative R. Like, let's just say like I'm risking like 30 points, but then I look at where price is, and then I see that like a potential pivot is at like 29-point mark. I'm not gonna shoot for 30 points if I know that there's a good chance I might get wicked out. So I'd rather just take that negative 0.1% R, whatever that may be, and take profit a little bit sooner just for the risk of that. 9 minutes until the London opens here, gang. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to be a prick for a tick, bro. Yeah, best of luck with your oil short plan, brother.
makes my life complete. You're the peace I know. Neon glow.
Aladdin, I've never used Ninja Trader, so I've only done it on TradingView, so it's hard to tell.
Whispers in the summer air, a silent promise hanging there. I close my eyes, I feel you near, chasing away every fear. Maybe someday soon, underneath the silver moon.
Market opens in 6 minutes here, guys.
In the neon glow. Oh, the
No, one of the individuals, Hacky Noob, actually just like he messaged me earlier saying he DM'd me, but he actually never DM'd me. So I literally just got his DM now. So I had to just verify that like that was the giveaway from him. So, anyways, Hacky Noob, if you're still there, I got your DM now, and I can verify your account. So. Can we get a breakout above this, man? Let's break above the highs here, man. We could break above this, man. I think 400 is very possible, Zach. Ugh.
lights fade slow. City,
Man, that area is just a wall for us right now, eh?
the world feels small, but I still glow.
That's the hope, brother. That's the hope. Oh, man.
In the dark, I find my way through the noise.
With 4 minutes left, you guys think we can get to 350 thumbs up? We're about 43 thumbs up away.
Pulls me
Run it up, man. Run it up. Let's do this.
sound I need to hear in the afterglow. I feel alive when the stars align inside my mind. We don't need words, we just collide in the afterglow.
That was a nice little push up. We're getting close, Zach. Let's just hope this doesn't turn into a failure. There we go. We're almost there. There you go. Let's go. Zach. Pump it. Pump it. Let's go. That makes up for the loss I took earlier. That was a, what is that? I'm having a brain fart here, man. What was that? That was a $1,700 trade there, I think, right? Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. Right before the market opened, too. I'm actually glad, Zach, that you and I are out of that position before the London market opens, because anything can happen. You and I both know that's true, too. All right, for our man Mitch, let's get 420, guys. For our man Mitch, 420. Oh, there you go, Mitch, 420 right there. I feel like I'm doing like an auction here. We got 420. We got 420 for Mitch here. We got 400 for Zach. 400 for Zach. 420 for Mitch. What else we got? Anyone else holding? Anyone else holding for more? Market opens in 2 minutes, guys. We got a 465. We got a 465 over here. We want 465. Yo, bro, you're going for 465, man. That's high. That's gonna be risky, man. You're gonna have to break the level to get the 465. 350 to 420. That's a 70-point trade. 70-point trade for Mitch there. Right on, man. Let's go. We got a 440 for Devon there. We got a 440 for Devon. Nice, Jello Mango. Way to go. Hey, Mitch. Right on, brother. Right on. We're getting so close. We're getting so close for whoever's shooting for magnet trades. He's shooting for 440, guys. Come on. Can we get there? The London market's opening up right now. Can we get the push to 440 so we can give our man magnet trades his price target? Come on, come on. Don't do us dirt. Don't do our man magnet trades dirty here, man. Oh, Devon. Don't do Devon dirty, man. I'll stay on for like a couple more minutes just for you, Devon. Come on. Hit your PT so I can rest easy. What was your... Sorry, Devon, what was your entry? I didn't even ask. Hey, Zach, take it easy, man. Have a good night. Your entry is 350. I hope you get it, brother. Armani's in gold longs right now. Where are you in longs there, Armani? We got this channel of resistance here. Ooh, don't like that 2-minute bear spinning top. I don't like that. I was gonna say, I don't want to tell you how to make your trade, Devon. I would probably, like, if I was really worried and want to protect my trade, I'd probably put my stop loss there at 399.25. But if you've already exited your trade, all good, man. I don't want to, like, tell people what to do, so. And the reason why I would put my stop there would be just, again, candle bar low, but then also we talked about that pivot spot we had earlier, right? So we want to use this kind of like as a point of frame reference. Armani, you're aiming for 330 on gold. 330, 330, 330 is up here. Okay. Might be a little bit close to that wick though, man. Thanks, Devon. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Since our man Devon is out of his trade, and I'm technically past my time here anyways, and I got a really early start tomorrow. I am gonna hit the hay. As always, thank you so much, guys, for hopping on stream. I appreciate the constant loyal followers, you guys. It means a lot to me. If you guys just want to continue chatting and offline or whatever it may be, feel free to follow me on Instagram. We can always take our conversations offline as well. Thank you. I will. Oh, do I see you guys tomorrow? No, if the market's closed tomorrow, I have to double check actually. Do I see you guys tomorrow? I'll take a look at my stream calendar. If I'm on, I'll see you guys. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll see you next week. Either way, I'll catch you guys next. See you guys later, man.